Let's try to get up to 1 million likes. And consider joining the Discord. The link is in the bio. Josh, thank you for the hand arts. I appreciate that. You're witnessing this madness. But we're going to go and get our next guest up in here. Let's go ahead and see what Chris Davis has to say, chat. Oh, Chris Davis didn't load in. Let's go ahead and see what Keaton. Oh, Artine. Nope. Let's go ahead and see what Tough Morris has to say. By the way, we're going to be going into sub-only chat soon. If you've been enjoying the stream and you want to support me by dropping a sub, feel free, and you will be included in that sub-only chat. What's up, man? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to get an abortion?
No.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition, but I do appreciate you for coming up here. We're going to be going into sub-only chat here in about a minute or two. Let's go ahead and get our next guest of the night up here. Let's go ahead and see what Josiah has to say. What's up, Josiah? Do you think it's wrong to get an abortion during the first trimester? Okay, unfortunately not. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest. Let's go ahead and see what Susie has to say. Hey, how old are you?
Did you say you only wanted the opposition to come up?
Yep.
Okay, then you can go ahead and drop me, because no.
Appreciate you so much for coming up, Susie. I would have let you finish your sentence, but there's a bit of an echo on that. But thank you so much, Susie W. Susie W. Let's go ahead and see what Tobias Brown has to say about things. W. Susie. Hey, what's up? Do you think that it's wrong to get an abortion in the first trimester? Nope, fortunately not. None of these guests are connecting, guys. Make sure if we're in those guest requests that we do want to debate. Just make sure that we do want to debate if we are in those guest requests. Hey, what's up, 07? Do you think it's wrong to get an abortion in the first trimester?
Yeah, I think that in certain circumstances, for sure. Can you hear me?
Okay, so, yeah. So, elective abortions first trimester, are they wrong?
Yeah, in some cases, absolutely.
Okay, why?
I think that when looking at, like, defining when it is and is not wrong, you create a slippery slope of when...
Not really. Why is it wrong?
Say again?
Yeah, we could talk about that, but I want to know your reasoning. Why is it wrong? Also, we're in sub-only chat for a while, y'all. So why is it wrong?
Because effectively you're killing, you're terminating a life.
You're right, but I don't think that termination of life is always going to be immoral. Like, we have to justify it as being immoral. Like in the case of murder, like let's talk about it. Like in the case of murder, like it's not wrong because it's terminating a life. It's wrong because you're unjustly terminating a life. You're ingressing upon someone's right to life. Right. And
right.
This could be expanded into like 1 second. Let me talk. Like in like pulling the plug on a brain dead patient, like this isn't going to be wrong. But this is still taking a life. So there's a lot of like contradictions within just saying that this blanket statement is wrong, because we have to make like universal rules, right? So what is your justification for why terminating the life of a fetus is immoral?
So you are again terminating that life, and we could get into that.
That's circular though.
No, wait.
No, hold up. That's circular. John, thank you for the $25.
So with that, I was going back to the beginning of that argument, not just going in that circle. With the willful killing, difference of murder, absolutely. But then again, at that point of first trimester, second trimester, when does it then become murder? And that's why I think that calling it first trimester and making that distinction then creates
I see pain. By the way, I pieced that together. I saw the Dean time. So yeah, I'm just going to explain this to you, right? So I think that abortion is going to be moral at the point of viability, which occurs at about 20 weeks. Just because at that point, like, it's no longer the gentlest means necessary of ending that rights infringement upon the mother's bodily autonomy. And it also works in tandem with like the advent of like the ability to deploy consciousness that occurs at about 24 weeks with the thymocortical connections. And I don't think there's anything slippery about that slope. But yeah, like I think that abortion is going to be okay, like prior to that point, out of respect for the mother's bodily autonomy, and out of the respect for like the principle of consent and how consent is very context specific. Like, you know, a woman could consent to sex, but not consent to pregnancy. And then also consent is ongoing, so that consent can be withdrawn at any point. And then also just the fact that the fetus does not have consciousness, therefore, or the ability to deploy consciousness, therefore does not have moral relevance. So I gave you an articulated reason as to why this action is wrong. Can you please give me the same on telling me why? Oh. Then tell me why you think abortion's wrong.
Right. So I don't think that carte blanche abortion is wrong in general. I think that there are absolutely instances, especially within the first trimester, where whether that's
Right.
Plan B or taking a pill, as
Yeah,
we
man and
had
a
talked
woman
about and
engage in
described earlier.
intercourse. Man,
Can I have my
because you're
time
just
to talk to?
you're dancing around the point. You're dancing around the point. You continue to restate that you think it's wrong, but you continue to not tell me why you think it's wrong. If that makes any sense, man and a woman engage in the act of intercourse. Right?
Correct.
Ely, thank you so much for that subscription. Woman gets pregnant, she doesn't want it, she gets an abortion. Why is that wrong?
Because once it does have that viability, which can also occur, uh, first trimester is what, 16 weeks? Or does it begin then at the 20 week?
Like the earliest viable fetus that we've ever seen is 22 weeks.
Okay.
Ever.
So then at that point, so that would be outside of first trimester. So then I guess
Yeah,
not
a couple weeks.
really that first trimester, but I did also want to just address the symmetry
Leave it the cat.
breaker point that you were discussing earlier about.
Homie, I'm just asking you why you think it's wrong to get an abortion. Like, can you answer, or I'm going to move on to the next guess?
I'm not saying that it's wrong overall. I
Okay,
think that
dude, I
once you
outlined a
have
case. Yep, man
yep,
and a
yep,
woman.
okay.
Man and a woman. Oh, you wait, at the point of viability, then you think it's wrong, so we agree?
Yeah, I think that we're on, sorry about the dogs. I think that we're